good because I'm about to go ahead and press this record button.
Don't tell us that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right? I'm about to. Well, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna press it, and then we're just gonna.
Yeah, don't tell us when. Just do it. Like, we obviously know you're doing it, but kind of like a needle. Don't count down.
What? I was like, you're doing it. You don't know what I'm doing.
You know how when you get a needle shot, and the doctor's like, I'm gonna count down to 3. Now I'm gonna count down, and they're like 1, 2,
and then you just do it.
3. And then they shoot you, and you're like, what the fuck? Why did you shoot me from the beginning?
Well, no, mine just go ahead and do it. They be like 1, and then they stab your ass. I'm like, oh.
No, mine counts to freaking throw it and pause, and then stabs me.
I'm just like, why would you even count?
They usually don't.
The fuck?
Yeah, they usually don't do that for me. They'll just stick me.
Oh no!
I'm not afraid.
Don't let them stick you, Will. Don't let them stick you.
I'm not afraid of the needles. I've never actually been afraid of the needles.
I'm not afraid of needles. Like, I have tattoos and stuff, right?
Shit, I am.
And I have a bunch of piercings. But what I'm trying to say is don't freaking count down when you're gonna do it. The anticipation gets built up, and then you get more scared. Even though you know how it's gonna feel, you just don't want to. Like, you know what I mean? Like I have so many bloody piercings done, and I kid you not. Every time I get a piercing done, I always ask, am I gonna get a numbing cream? And they're like, why would I numb you? I'm like, I don't know, I just thought I asked.
Oh gosh. Well,
and I have 10 piercings in 1 year, and maybe another 8 in another. So I have so many bloody piercings. So my point is, I'm not scared of needles. I just don't like the anticipation of you counting down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am definitely afraid of needles, and welcome to Tribunal of the Grid. My name is
Will.
I'm Will.
Hi, everybody. I know we are talking about needles, and I swear we are not drug addicts. We may act crazy as hell, but we're not drug addicts. But yeah, welcome to our lovely and dynamic show. We have a lot of news, a lot of great stuff in store for you today. Just real quick, I really have to get this off my chest because y'all don't understand. Y'all do not understand the life I've had.
Hold on. Have you introduced yourself, mister?
I did. I said my name is Brandon.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I laughed. Okay, I did it mid-laugh. I did it mid-laugh. I said, my name is Brandon. That's what I did. But anyway, y'all don't understand the life I've had for the past week. Okay, so we recorded.
Tell us. We
recorded last week. And
we sure did.
It was, shall I say, a debacle.
It was like The Shining died.
Oh, it was awful. Okay, so in lieu of us recording, I actually recorded the show, and the levels were all over the place. Not only were the levels all over the place, but my computer just would not download the stuff I needed it to download. It would not do what I needed it to do.
Aye.
So I'm just like, I just literally wanted to just throw my Mac out of the window. Then I get into an accident. I get into an accident. And completely just rocked the back end of my car. I'm like, okay. So I'm dealing with that on top of a sore back, going to therapy, and trying to do this podcast, and trying to be a part of the LA Gaming's course, and trying to work. I have a lot of crap on my plate. So, if I sound a little irritated and very just downright just annoyed, that is why. I have a lot of crap going on. So,
oh my gosh.
But I am here. I am still alive. I am blessed. I'm alive. And yes, we are going to talk about what we love, which is nerddom, which is Power Rangers. And yes, let's get on to this news because I am excited for several things. I'm excited for several things. But I'm sorry, I want to introduce this. I want to introduce this because I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
All right, go ahead. We'll let you take the floor. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. First of all,
Are we
first
ready?
of all,
Are we ready for this?
are y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
Are we ready?
Because I'm ready. I'm ready. My body is ready. Okay. I just want to introduce the main three Rangers.
Yes!
Because we already know how I'm going to do this. We already know.
Ready? Okay, drum roll.
Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Okay. So, first of all, we got our boy Jazz Meets Baduala? I think that's how you pronounce his last name. But Badawalia. There you go. There you go. Come on for the culture.
Yes!
We got him playing as Ravi, the Blue Ranger. We got Jackie Siskowski. Oh, I know I totally botched her last name up. I'm so sorry, girl.
Siskowski?
There you go.
Yeah, the C silent.
I know I've messed her last name up. I'm so sorry. She playing Zoe, which I think personally, which I think is a nod to our girl Zoe, aka Haley from Ninja Steel. But you know, it's all good. It's cute and whatnot. I like it. But the one that I'm excited for is Rory Travis as
ladies and gentlemen.
Devon. Ah! Come on, Devon! Come through! Oh, the life. Oh my God. The life I got from that. I was like, Devon. Not Devin. Not Devin. But Devon. And they better say his name like that too.
Y'all got that?
Devon.
Devon. That's what I read it as when I read his name.
That's exactly how I read it as. And then when you asked me how you pronounce it, when you said Devin, I thought of like Devin. I was like, who the fuck is Devin? That's Devon.
No,
that's what I thought when you sent me that message.
But see, that's the thing though. See, when we say the name Devon, you just don't say Devon, okay? You just don't say it like that. You got to over enunciate Devon, okay? You got to overdo it, Devon, because that is how you pronounce the name. So during Power Rangers Beast Morphers, when we talk about the show, I will be saying your name like that, Rory. So if you're listening, you know, you might as well just go ahead and get used to it because I will be saying your name as Devon. Okay? That's what it's going to be.
We say it.
Devon. Yes. Devon. Yes, I'm so excited.
Yes.
I am just so excited for the names because to me it shows that the show is actually looking at the Rangers as people for a change, you know? Because before, it just felt like their names were extremely generic. It just seems like they just got their names from out of like the top names from a baby book for 2017, 2000, whatever. It was like most popular baby names. Let's just throw them out there. And, you know, we just get these generic names. But this time, these names feel like they are attached to actual people, like real people. You know, and most people can say, oh, well, they're stereotypes because the black guy is named Devon. And you got the Indian American dude as Ravi, which is like a typical, you know, Indian name or whatever. But I like that. Like, I actually like that those names are, you know, of these origins because it's like, it shows, like I said, it shows that these people, that they're actually recognizing their nationalities. They're recognizing who they are. And I really appreciate that.
I agree. And it's not like those typical, like, names that we constantly hear, like Emily or Mike.
And Emma.
Or Mia.
And
Sorry, I'm naming everyone from Power Rangers, Samurai, but no names. I think.
No, but they did have the most generic names. They really did.
I'm sorry, but what Asian woman named their child Mia?
No.
Realistically.
I mean, you know, that's...
Well, really. It's either Jennifer or it's Linda.
Nope. Well, we did have a Jen. It was short for Jennifer, but she wasn't Asian.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. Yes, we did have a Jen.
But she wasn't Asian.
No. Yeah, it's like, which is fine because there's Jennifer, and that's cool. Jen Scott, that's cool. We can live with that.
One of the baddest Pink Rangers in the universe.
Right, and like even Cassie, that's not even like an Asian name.
Well, I'm here for it, but like I said, I'm just really excited for just those main names. But there's one thing that I actually wanted to bring up when we start talking about the supporting cast, because I know this is partly our fault as well. Because I literally was thinking about this as I was going to go, as I was shopping around today after my chiropractic appointment. I was thinking about this as I was shopping because I'm like, wait a minute. I think we kind of messed up. Because and it was mainly me. I'm raising my hand. It was kind of my fault. I posted the picture that Power Rangers Now posted of the brand new cast, the brand new supporting cast members. And in that picture, if you look closely, and I can understand why some of the fans were kind of confused. I can kind of see why. Because on the picture, it has the words in bold text, new cast. So a lot of people in the comment section on Power Rangers Now, and even on our page, I think one girl asked, they was like, is this the brand new cast for Power Rangers Beast Morphers? The answer is no. They are not replacing the original cast, people. No.
But to be fair, in the post, you did say more characters are now added to the latest season.
Yeah, I did. You're right.
With that being said, if you do not read the caption and you jump the boat, that is your fault. Just saying. I'm all about reading the finer lines. Remember, when things says starting at $5.99 doesn't mean that the item is actually $5.99. It's starting at $5.99. Starting is the most tiniest letter you can possibly find. You'll see $5.99 first. And remember, everything, unless you're in Europe or the UK, always plus taxes. Okay? Just saying that.
So starting at.
If you do not read the caption, that is your fault. I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying.
No, because
the finer lines.
And and that's the thing, because like I said, I was reading because when I first saw it, I just instantly saw the picture and was like, oh my god, that's all of them. Let me go ahead and repost it. So I went ahead and I reposted it. But then I'm like, wait a minute. This says new cast. And like I instantly thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. People are gonna get confused. And that's what happened literally. People really did get confused. And I saw a lot of people actually saying, are they the new cast? What happened to the previous cast? What's going on? Like, why did they replace the previous people? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no, they're not replacing them. They're just supporting characters. Stop, no. But, and let's just go ahead and read their names.
But there's another thing. But that's the other thing that I didn't understand. How can they be replaced when the other three main cast members start to post stuff about congratulating the newer cast member, and then went ahead and announced their character's name?
Did it all happen at the same time?
They happened within a few hours apart. But I know for sure, Jackie was all on it. She was all on it, posting on her page, and Riley posted eventually. And my point being, at the end of the day, if you're not following all the other accounts, don't jump the boat. Again.
I agree.
Always do your research.
I wonder if some people got confused too because the supporting cast, it's like the classic 5, 3 guys, 2 girls. Maybe that confused people too. Even though like we've already seen pictures of the Rangers there's just 3 core ones. So maybe like you said, people aren't paying attention.
Yes, we haven't seen the 3 core ones, yes, and I do get that, right? But then, with that being said, they have been, and ourselves included, we've even posted that one of them could be the new Gold Ranger.
Right.
And he was later on posted in the group photo of the new cast, right? Again, I get it. Maybe when they released it, they didn't properly label it. But on our end, we actually extended it and actually said more characters are added, right?
Right.
And if you look closely in the photo, it's the same Kobe. I might be pronouncing it wrong. Kobe?
Yeah, Kobe. Mm-hmm.
So Kobe is in that photo. So we dropped could this be the new Gold Ranger? After we have seen everyone else do their drops too, right? The fact that we did that, and then I remember I added, one single post before Brandon decided to post the new cast one. I announced the new Gold Ranger on our page as well, and that's separate from that post. Then that post came right afterwards with the same image that was used.
Right, and then like I remember because I went back and edited that same post and was like, I took out and I was just like, okay, well, we don't know if he's going to be the Gold Ranger. Well, I didn't say we don't know if he's going to be the Gold Ranger, but I made it as though like we don't know who Blaze is going to be because it's like they never actually confirmed whether Blaze is going to be a good guy or whether Blaze is going to be a bad guy. We don't know yet.
Exactly.
So I just wanted to make that clear because I was like, because the first post that I made, because I saw a lot of people was posting up Kobe like all over Instagram, and everybody was like, he might be the new Gold Ranger, and I remember the same thing happened with Jordan during Ninja Steel.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with him.
Levi.
So I'm like, yeah, exactly, Levi. So I was like, okay, well, they might have had a little slip up. Because, they do that sometimes, where they'll post pictures with people, and then people start doing research just like I did, and start snooping around and looking around like, what you posting? What you talking about? And then all of a sudden, bing, bam, boom, you done caught up everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I thought that may be what it was, and we were partly right, because he is a character on the show. We just don't know to what magnitude or who he is.
Exactly, right?
So
and
the reason why
away for me was that he was going to be definitely on the show was the fact that all the other cast members started following them already.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Instagram has not upgraded their new features. So for those of you who have not upgraded your app, please do, because it could help you. So with the new features, it actually shows you who follows them. And that was the second giveaway that we knew for a fact that he was going to be on the show. Because all of the cast of Ninja Steel follow them. And all the cast of the 3 main core that has been announced follow them too.
Right.
So Kobe was kind of out of the bag before he was even announced.
True. Facts. But...
Right? So,
I feel like, this supporting cast is actually going to be a very interesting bunch. Just looking at the names and looking at the people, I don't know about y'all, but I'm loving it. I absolutely love this supporting cast. But I've been looking at Liana's stuff, and I don't know, she just gives off this big ball of energy. I'm just like, oh my god, like, I absolutely, like, I just love her.
I agree. She does have, she's really got that, super energetic, fun girl, she's definitely Ranger ready, that's for sure. If she is a Ranger, if she's not, that's cool too. But I definitely love her personality. She definitely, whatever she's selling, I'm buying, basically. I'm there.
You know what? But I know you guys have not seen Goldbusters. Lena, I know you're watching it, I think. But,
I know, yes, I'm on the 5th episode. loving it so far.
Yes. Like, Will, you need to get up on this because Go Busters is really good. But there is a character.
Yeah, no kidding. I really love all the effects. So sorry I keep cutting you off. All the effects. Like, even the character building, I'm loving it. Like, I'm not... This definitely, like, just to let you all listeners out there know, this is my first Japanese series I'm actually watching. And you know what? I'm impressed.
Thanks to me.
Right? All thanks to Brandon. He gave me the list of top 6 to watch. And Go Buster was definitely number 1 on that list. So, of course, with the fact that Beast Morphers is coming out next year, I was like, you know, time to get on it.
Time to get on it.
Do it. So, I'm on it. I'm doing it. And I hear Jackie's watching it too right now. So, Jackie and I could be watching the same episodes at the same time. Who knows?
Could be. Very well could be. But you know what though? Like there is a character. There's a villain. Because the reason why I started thinking about it for a second after I posted the Go Ranger thing, the Go Ranger picture, I started thinking about it because I'm like, wait a minute, Kobe could actually be. And if you haven't watched Go Busters, you probably have no idea who the hell I'm talking about. But there is a villain called Enter. And he's kind of like the henchman of the main big bad Messiah. And he basically works for the Messiah, and he basically infects household items or just appliances with viruses.
Like an upload card.
Yeah, like exactly, like uploading viruses into these things and turning them into monsters. And basically,
which is really freaking awesome.
Oh, it's dope because he carried around like what is it, a laptop?
Yeah, and like he just like decides to like turn this appliance into a monster. I'm just gonna do it right now, right then, because you know I feel like it.
Exactly,
you know,
it's amazing. Like
what?
Go Busters is really it's the shit. It really is. It's awful.
It really is. Like I'm episode what? Like I said, 3, 4. Loving it.
However you guys are watching that, you need to share it with me.
Don't worry, I got you. Don't worry.
We got you.
I got you. But no, like.
Oh, really quick. It looks like the villain is gonna be called Evox on Beast Morphers.
Yes, I don't know if he's gonna be like a snake though, or if he's gonna be like Venjix, where he was just stuck in like a little pillar, or like.
I hope he. Venjix was that was weird. He had like oh my god, how many forms did he have?
Venjix had like 3 forms, I think. I think it was like 3. Or was it 2? Was it 2 or 3 forms? I think it was 2.
I remember he had like evolved at some point. Like he had one form, like he went to a body and then he evolved.
Yeah, because, like, remember that body got destroyed or something like that. And then that's when he got the big black one. Oh, that sounded really nasty. Oops, sorry. But,
PG, guys, PG.
Sorry, I gotta keep PG, people. But no, he got the big, oh gosh. No,
it was black and gold, right?
Yeah, the final form, yes. He got the final one. But originally when he first started, he was like a pillar. And he was just like a shining light in a pillar. So, like, I guess he had like 3 forms or something, and I don't know. And then lastly he ended up in Scott's Morpher. But yeah, so I don't know. I know what I was about to say. So yeah, so I don't know whether Kobe is going to be the Go Ranger or if he's going to be like an Enter equivalent, and I also was thinking that Roxy girl. I'm just going to throw it out there.
That Roxy girl.
I think she's going to be a bad guy. I really do. I think she's going to be a bad guy. I don't know why, but I do. Like, in my heart of hearts, I believe Roxy is going to be a bad guy. Or a bad girl.
Okay.
And I think...
It's been a long time since we had a female general.
Yeah, seriously, since Tanaya. Honestly, a female human general.
Yeah.
The last one was Tanaya 7.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
you know, it'll be great to see, because, like, just watching her do her practice, like that practice fight scene, I'm like, oh, girl can throw down. Yeah. Her punches, I was like, okay.
Oh my god. And
I
Mike,
see you.
if y'all don't know who Mike is, he used to be the blue Lightspeed Rescue Ranger. And he's been training all these new upcoming Rangers. Like, what in the world?
Rangers training Rangers. I love it.
Right? I love it. Oh, it's amazing to see this. It's like past and present. And it's like, it's kind of cool. Like, it's almost like he's passing on the torch, you know?
Right. I love it.
You know what I mean? Like, I love it. Oh, love. I just love how close the Ranger community is with each other. And it's just amazing to see how they help one another, you know?
Oh, yeah. That is
Such
awesome.
great energy.
And, like, but I will say, though, and I'm glad we're on that, because actually, I told y'all that I was going to rant on something. And
you sure did.
Here is my rant. Here comes Brandon's rant. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I have to add bumpers later.
Okay.
I am gonna add bumpers sooner or later, people. But bear with me. But here's the deal. Going back to Power Rangers Now's picture with the new casting. A lot of people were like, is this new cast? The answer is no. However, one of the things that really bothered me was that a lot of people body shamed Cosmic.
Yes.
That bothered me
not cool.
That's
to
not
the
cool.
utmost fullest. Like, I swear I wanted to just, like, cuss out every single one of them people. First of all, like, this is somebody who auditioned for a role.
Yes.
Beat out several people.
Yes.
For this role. When we all know auditioning for Power Rangers or for any show is very competitive. It's not just, oh, I just walked in off the street, auditioned, and only beat out 2 people. No, he beat out several people for this role. So they must obviously have liked him enough to make him a part of this show in whatever fashion that he's going to be in this show. So for the fact that people were like legit body shaming him, some of the stuff that I saw was just absolutely just ridiculous. Like, I mean, some of these comments were like to like the point of like just saying some of this like the worst stuff, like, oh, well, you know, I hope he's not a ranger, he'll bust out the costume, and just like all sorts of just evil, hateful stuff. It's like,
wow.
First of all, let's get one thing straight. If you know anything about Power Rangers, then you know there's a certain show called Hyperforce. It may not have been a, live action, like, and it doesn't, count.
So funny. I was just gonna bring that up too. Yes, Brendan.
But exactly, and it's the thing. It may not technically count, quote unquote, but at the end of the day, there's a certain person who played a big person on the show for about 8 years, and his name is Fargus Bulkmeyer, aka Paul Schreier. And that guy, he is not skinny. But I'll be damned if he didn't play the Yellow Ranger on Power Rangers Hyperforce. So all this body shaming stuff about, oh, well, you can't be big and be a ranger, that's a lie. You can be whatever you want to be and be a ranger. That's what makes this fandom so great, and that's what makes this show so inclusive, is that you can be whatever you want to be. You can be whatever size you are. You can be whatever sexuality you are. We had a gay Trini in the movie. Well, I wouldn't say gay. She was queer. But we had a queer Trini in the 2017 movie.
Yeah.
And You can be literally whatever you want to be, and that's what makes Power Rangers Power Rangers. You can still be that and be a hero.
Yes. And then on top of that too, whatever happened to being rangery, being friendly to each other, being nice to each other.
Right.
You know, like like whatever happened to respecting one another.
Exactly.
I thought we're all in this together. This is a community. We're supposed to be reunited, not against each other, not trying to bash each other, shame each other. What is this?
Like
this is not how we're supposed to treat one another.
Like that tore me to pieces. I was just sitting there reading them comments, and like, first of all, if y'all know anything about me, I literally like to torture myself by reading comments. I shouldn't do it, but
you really do.
But I do. I can't help it.
Actually.
Like, I read comments because I'm just like, I wonder what people have to say about this. Even though I know people are going to say negative shit, but I'm just like, oh well, I'll just go ahead and read it. And they always end up pissing me off, and I'm just like, oh, why do I do this? But it just really bothers me that like people will go out of their way just to down other people or to make other people feel bad. I don't like it. This is a young actor this is probably his first start on a show. And I just wish literally every one of them who were casted. I mean, I'm a little jaded because I didn't get picked, but whatever. But at the end of the day, whoever got cast, hats off to you. You beat out me and several other people. You beat out a lot of people to get this role. And you know what? Doggone it, I'm like this. Make us proud. Make us happy. And do your best. That's how I'm gonna leave it at that. It's just do your best, have fun. You earned it. You won the role.
Definitely.
Don't let
100%
these
earned it.
Exactly. Don't let these lames, these people, try to get you down with their nasty words and stuff. Because a lot of them, sidebar, I have to say this because I feel like being petty. A lot of them who was talking all that mess, I purposely went on their Instagram pages. And listen, y'all know how I'm looking right now. Y'all know me well enough to know my look. I'm like, first of all, you can't be talking about nobody and you look like that. Like, come on now. Like, I'm just saying. And I'm not one to body shame nobody. But I'm like this. If you want to talk about somebody, make sure you can't be talked about. I'm just saying. And another thing as well. And I'm always like this. Whatever I say online, I can say to your face. And that needs to be the golden rule of social media. Don't say nothing online that you can't say to someone's face. Because I'm pretty sure none of those people will ever go up to Cosmed and say that evil, hateful stuff to him. But because they're sitting behind their phones and behind their laptops, they just feel like, oh, I can make this little joke. But it's like...
Or feel like they can be so brave behind the screen because nothing's going to get them because they're behind a screen.
Exactly. Let me tell you.
They can easily hit ignore on those comments or turn off the comment section. But you know what? This actor cannot turn that off because you guys are being so mean, constantly trolling online. He can't turn this off, but you can. You can turn off your own comments. Exactly.
You can stop being douche nozzles and just don't say stuff like that. Like, that's just the bottom line. Just don't say stuff. Just, if you... And it was just... And I feel like all of that stuff came up because people automatically thought that he was going to be a ranger. I think that's what gave
It would be awesome if he was a ranger.
That's what I say.
for the TV show.
I would support 100%.
Same here. I would love.
They're using more American. Well, I don't know if I want to say American, but non-Sentai footage this season, so they could totally make him like original footage for him.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I am all for it. If they make that boy a ranger, do it.
Right.
Because I want to see him like straight up body flop on somebody and knock him out. Like, I'm here for it. Like, do some wrestling moves. Like, he looked like he could probably do a wrestling move, body slam somebody. Like, I'm here for it. Like, let's get it.
Or not even that. Like, he must be busting some sandwiches to kill people with that. Like, like shooting up sandwiches or something. I don't know. Like, just really using that to his, like, image.
I'm just saying. Like, I say if they do make him a ranger or if they make him like a fighter, that'd be freaking awesome. Like, Hasbro, if you're listening, do something cool with the Cosmed. Do something cool with them. We want to see it. I'm here for it. We want to see it.
Definitely.
But yeah, that was just my little rant. Like, sorry if I went way overboard, but like I just had to get that off my chest because I just really felt some type of way about people just like coming for this boy's wig, and I'm just like, y'all are not about to snatch his edges, and he just got this role. Like, do not come for him like that. Like, I'm not here for it. But yes, I know there's some other stuff that happened. I just needed to get that out of the way. But what else has happened? What else has happened? What other news we got?
Lots of things have happened.
Christiane.
Yes.
Christiane.
Yes. My girl has announced that she is 5 months pregnant just a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And have you seen the videos of her in the gym
working out?
And it looks like she can literally just suck in her stomach, and it looks like she's not pregnant.
You know what? I just have to say this. When Brendan and I went to Power MorpherCon last month, or is it last month? Wow, it feels like forever now.
It really does.
But when we went, I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I noticed that her tummy was a little bit bigger. Now, not in the bad way. Now, don't think like I'm being negative. No. I noticed her tummy was a little bit bigger. And I noticed she did her best to hide it. And the other thing that really after the whole thing was not only was she swollen in her face, but she was also glowing.
Well, she had the Prego glow.
I legitimately thought about it at Power MorpherCon, whether or not she was pregnant. However, I know what it feels like when someone asks you if you're pregnant and you're really not. I know. I get it all the time in the last few years when I had gained weight because I was going through a lot of stress. You just gain weight. So anywho, I used to get it. My favorite line was, "How are your 3 children doing?"
What?
3?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, it was bad. I used to get it bad.
Oh.
And I mean, nonetheless, like I wasn't like a big girl or anything like that, but I always just got people asking me how my children were, or am I on to my 3rd child or my 4th child, whatever children it is I am that day. I always got it. So I knew what it felt like to ask somebody if they're pregnant when they're really not. So, with that being said, I had a hunch she could be, because if y'all follow Christiane on her Instagram, she is fit.
Oh yeah.
She has a tight tummy line or tummy waist or whatever it's called. So I know that she's a very petite girl, but I've never met her in real life before. So obviously, when you see camera and you see real life, it's 2 different things. So I had a hunch, but I didn't know, and obviously I did not ask. But then when she confirmed this news, I just screamed. And I was like, oh my gosh, we met a pregnant Christiane at Power MorpherCon last month.
Love it.
Brennan, how do you feel? We met a future little one.
First of all, here's the deal. Like, I'm always here for Ranger babies. I love Ranger babies. I think they are amazing. First of all, Zoe has like the cutest son. Like
She does.
I love her son so much.
She does? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Where have you been?
Yeah, she has a little boy.
He's so adorable.
He
oh my
is
God.
so adorable.
And the videos, the Insta videos, those Insta videos give me life because he's hilarious.
He's always dancing. He is always dancing.
It's always
the cutest thing.
Always. Like, that boy is just adorable. Just adorable.
And
like, he makes you want to dance.
He really does. And I guarantee you, like, if Zoe keeps his hair, like he's probably going to have hair like hers. Like, just this long, pretty hair. Like, his hair is already just the cutest. Like, I love that kid. Like, that kid is awesome.
Right.
So, I'm excited for Christiane. I really am. I'm excited for her. Honestly, to be truthfully honest, I'm excited for the whole cast. I just hate
who Christiane's boyfriend or fiance is, like who he really is.
I think he, I want to say he,
okay,
he's an actor.
He is, but let me bring you to where and how you can actually know who he is. His name is Ryan Guzman, and I had no idea who this boy is, okay?
Oh, right.
I know on his Instagram and his Twitter, he was certified. So I'm like, who is this kid? Who is this certified kid, you know? So, of course, I did my digging. But it didn't take too long because it was kind of off. It was all up there on, Wikipedia and, on social media and everything. But here is how I know him, and maybe this is how you know him, too. Do you all remember The Boy Next Door in 2015 film with Jennifer Lopez?
Oh!
Remember when she was the teacher, she had an affair with the student?
Yeah!
Guess who that student is?
Wow.
Guess he got pregnant now. Now, my friends, I thought I had to share that interesting piece of news. Not gossip, like I said. I just thought it was interesting because when I found out myself, I was like, no, that boy?
I love it. I had no idea. Honestly, I just know he was an actor.
I had no clue.
I just knew he was an actor.
And it turns out he was in Step Up movies, too. He was in the Step Up, some of the Step Up movies. He's apparently now in a TV series called 911, which is a really popular series.
He's acting opposite Angela Bassett.
Yeah. Now y'all know who he is, eh?
Well, I knew that. I knew he was in 911. He's gonna be in 911, but like I didn't know he was. I forgot that he was in Jennifer Lopez's movie.
Right? Either did I actually didn't recognize him. Like I didn't recognize his name either until I noticed that his Instagrams were certified. And I'm like, okay, if he's certified, who is this kid? You know, like how come we don't know who he is? And of course, Christiane keeps him like on a tight list, so we don't really know much about him from her end. So we're just kind of like, who's this kid, So I'm like, what, let me just Google his name, see what happens. And then when The Boy Next Door popped up, I was like, oh my God, it's him.
And also, like, I'm sorry, I may sound like a horrible person, but I've never seen the Step Up movies. Sorry.
No? Okay, so that thing I don't know much. It's literally a whole entire hour and a half video of Jennifer Lopez's body. And how sexy she is. And really, that's what it's all about.
Of what?
The movie is literally just about Jennifer Lopez having an affair with a student.
No,
not that one. I'm talking about the Step Up movies.
Oh, the Step Up movies. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's just the typical, dance-off movies. Boy meets girl. They dance. They fall in love. That kind of movie.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I never saw it either. I only seen the first one. After Ted and Tatum fell in love with his girl, well, now ex-wife, I was all like, well, I'm over it. I don't need to see more of it.
Basically, like I said, I haven't seen none of them, so I'm just like, whatever. But,
right. Like, I need to see more.
Ain't nobody got time.
On to my next news. Y'all remember Austin James St. John, the original Red Ranger, who just had a birthday recently? He is in a new film. He's in a new film. It's called A Walk of Grace. Sorry, I lied. It's A Walk with Grace. And it's basically an American film based on faith a little bit. So that's coming out soon. And his character is Dwayne, which is all I know. Dwayne. That's how I'm pronouncing it, so I don't care. So there's that news. So I guess just, follow him, keep track of like A Walk with Grace and see when this movie's going to launch. But I know it's going to be sometime soon because they keep hashtagging 2018. So there's that news. And moving on, and to the next news, if y'all haven't seen it, Martin Kyler's new movie, White Boy Rick, just got released September the 14th, so it's in theater, starring Matthew McConaughey. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I haven't seen it yet. I'm definitely going to go check it out. But
I've seen the promos for it. I've seen the promos. Here's the deal, like, and this is gonna sound really bad. It's gonna sound really bad, but like, I really, it's about like a white kid who is like, and who becomes an FBI informant.
Yeah.
I'm just like, like, I don't know if I want to spend money to go see it. Like, it sounds bad. I know it sounds awful, but and I want to support because
I don't blame you at all.
I mean, I want to support because, like, that's my boy. That's my, it's RJ.
Right.
It's family.
It's RJ.
But
it's
just.
I
it's just the premise.
I do for RJ. And of course.
You watch it and you let me know if I need to go see it.
I will definitely do that. I'll definitely let you know.
I appreciate it.
And secondly, I just want to remind you all, RJ's first movie that came out earlier in September, Ciara Burgess is a Loser. I believe I'm pronouncing her name right. And if it was still on Netflix, I have got a chance to watch half of it, not all of it yet. And it seems really funny so far. And hey, from what I can tell, his character is killing it. Just killing it. So I do highly recommend you check it out because so far, like I said, I'm only halfway in and I'm already laughing my ass off because his character is killing it.
Well, honestly, I've actually heard other people talk about it and a lot of people say it's good. So.
Yeah, and I've heard some really good stuff, so I'm definitely going to finish watching it. I just haven't been able to. When you're working a lot and constantly, literally sleeping and working is all we do these days. And then moving on.
What were you gonna say, Mel? You were gonna say something?
Huh?
No, I thought.
No, I was agreeing with her.
Oh.
Working and sleep is like all the time.
Sleep. That's all we're doing. And then
I feel like that's the life of an adult, like just.
I know, right? Adulting. Like, do you remember way back then when we were like crying about the stupidest thing in our life, like someone stole our pencil case, or we lost our pencil, or that kid didn't ask you out? Yeah, those are not hard times.
Well, first of all, like my hard times are a little bit different, but I'm not gonna get into that because it's not PG. But I was a little fast growing up. I was a little fast, but it's all right. It's all right.
Oh,
but I can't hear now.
Well, on more of a PG note, we'll move on to Becky G. Y'all remember Becky G? This girl has been killing it in the music industry world. She's like on top of all the Latin charts. She's constantly releasing new singles. She's just everywhere.
Sin tu pijamas.
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. We totally did not see this movie yet. But Axel.
Oh yeah, with the robot doggy.
A robotic dog. Yes. It got released August 24th, but it's obviously not in theater anymore. And we have yet to see it. I have yet to see it, personally. I don't think a lot of people saw it. I don't think a lot of people knew about it. because it seemed like it's one of those low budget films. Didn't properly get the marketing it deserved. But based on the trailer, it looks amazing. So I'm definitely gonna make a point of finding this movie either on iTunes, Amazon, however you guys purchase your stuff. Watch it, support our girl, just do it. She's on to amazing things. And then on the other thing, Becky G, she's actually going to be in Glendale, California, September 29th from 1 to 4 on a show called Word of Full Live with Liz Hernandez. I hope right. So she's doing that, and ticket sales are from $60 to $125. $125 gets you meet and greet with Becky G. So don't forget to do that. If you all want links, they are actually on her Instagram, or you go on our Instagram, and we have tagged her in the post, and you can go to our link and purchase your tickets there. So that's another news. So you all in Glendale, California, September 29th, go find Becky G.
Support! Get your tickets. Definitely. Get your tickets.
Right? Yes. I wish I was in California. I would love to meet Becky. But hey, what can you do, right? And
I'll be working, so I can't anyway.
Right? And on to another news. Y'all remember Adam, the Crimson Thunder Ranger? Y'all remember him?
Yes.
Him and his beautiful smile. I always had a crush on him growing up, putting that out there.
Oh, dear.
In any case, he is actually in South Adelaide of Australia, I believe. And he is in a production called Wind in the Willows. So if you live there, go check out his play. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I wish we could check it out, but hey, Australia's kind of far for a play.
I know, unless somebody give us like a patron or something, make us like a patron. And, gets us over there and we can watch it, And then we can review it, And,
right?
And we can talk about it,
Gosh, I wish. That'd be so cool, but so that's what he's up to other than, between going to cons here and there. That's what he's doing. He's in a play. And kind of sad that we can't see it. I wish we could. It would have been such a great outing for us. But hey, what are you going to do? On to another news. You all remember Dan, the RPM Black Ranger. He was recently in a movie called The Occupation. Him and his lovely girlfriend starred in it, and it got released during the summer. And it was released in Australia and New Zealand, which is why we haven't heard about it, because sadly they don't share news with us. So we haven't seen it ourselves. They don't. They really don't.
They don't want to share their news.
Right? And the cool thing is that Dan just announced it a few days ago that they're actually going to make a second one, Occupation Rainfall. They've already started shooting, so that's going to be released soon, so keep an eye out for that.
Sequels!
You have to watch his first film, right? Because we're going to do it. We're going to find a way. We will do it. We're going to find that film. We were going to do it. So that's what we're going to do. And then more news to come. Do y'all remember Johnny Young Bosch?
Of course.
Right? If you don't, then you're not a real fan. Just saying.
I'm not a real fan. I don't know who that is.
Right? So most of you have been long-time following would know that Johnny was actually in a band called Einstein. Brent and I actually was blessed enough to witness one of his concerts 2 years ago at Power Morphicon. But recently, him and his band member Polo has actually left that band and formed a new band called Where Giants Fall. And they've already released a single, but they're releasing more music, so keep an eye out for that.
Yes.
Right? So they're on to great things. They're doing that. So it's really exciting because his music is just one of those music where it's either you like it or you hate it. And it's not for everybody, but once you get an acquired taste for it, it's definitely lovable. And it's deep, it's sort of dark feels. And Another thing that I want to bring up that we recently came across, which I thought was kind of cool and super neat to share. There's a movie that Chris, the blue SPD Ranger or red SPD Ranger, whichever one he decides to be at the end of the day, it's fine by us too. You know, he can be red, he can be blue. It's all good. We will accept him however he wishes to be.
I know you will definitely accept them.
What can I say?
Legs open and all. Ew.
Oh, gosh.
I'm trying to keep that PG. I'll keep that PG. But I will say is, and I found this out, and I'm super proud to say that Chris is actually has a small part in a brand new film that is releasing in America soon. When is this getting released? This is getting released September 21st, so that should be really soon in in the US. But it's already out in Toronto, Canada, which is actually where this entire film called Little Italy was shot. And since Chris lives in Toronto, he obviously got to be part of this film, which is awesome. It's starring Emma Roberts and Hayden Christensen. And basically, it's just about, a typical love story where they tour around Toronto, where they eat, and do all that cuteness on their cute little mopeds. But what's kind of cool is that they named it Little Italy, and we have a little place called Little Italy down here. There's a whole entire strip. And so I thought that was kind of neat, that the fact that they call it Little Italy, they're not trying to hide that this film is actually shot in Toronto. You can actually see the entire scenery of Toronto. You can actually see where I genuinely live. I live very close to Little Italy. And a lot of these scenes are actually shot downtown where I live. And it's kind of cool to see that my hometown is in a big screen, in theaters everywhere. And a lot of people can see that, And I'm proud to say that I'm from Toronto. I'm proud to say that my city's my home. And we, as a city, we don't get the recognition that we often deserve. And what I mean by that is, like, for example, we all remember Suits, right? Meghan Markle was on it. So Suits is actually shot in Toronto. A lot of the scenes are shot downtown, really close to where I live. But I understand that the whole entire storyline takes place in New York. So I get that. I'm not against it. But they try so hard to hide it that they're from Toronto and that it is in Toronto. And they try so hard, and by me try, I really mean they don't. And if you watch Suits at all, you often see a red rocket streetcar go by. Well, it's what we call a streetcar. But it's like a train that goes by, and it's on the track. Yeah. It's called streetcars here, or TTC, Toronto something Commission, and it's just so funny how they try so hard to state that it's New York, but then you see the Toronto TTC streetcar strolling by. I'm like, guys, get your shit together, just say. But unlike Suits, this movie is super proud that it's from Toronto, and it's literally got places that I check out all the time. Streets I'm always on. This Sterling District is where they actually shot a lot of this footage, which is amazing because I go there for the Christmas market almost every year. So it's just really, really cool to see that it's made in Toronto. It's from Toronto. It's a Toronto film.
Well, you doing all this talking about Toronto and all this stuff. Well, guess what? The new Red Ranger is from South Carolina, so.
Hey, I'm not
chill now.
At all,
Doggone it.
I'm just, letting our American fans know that Toronto needs some loving too.
Doggone it.
And
he's a country boy. He is a South Carolinian. Okay? He is a South Carolinian. Where I'm from.
And for those of you who don't know, Fred is from South Carolina.
Facts. I'm not from LA. I just live here.
No.
I just live here.
Is anyone ever really from LA?
Actually, yes.
They just went there.
Actually, the people who I live with are born and raised here, but I'm just the only one.
Really?
Yeah, all of them. All of them who live here are born and raised Angelinos. But I'm not. I'm the only one who is not.
Oh, well,
So-
lucky you. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with being in LA at all.
Child, I just won't date nobody who's from here, but that's all right. Next point.
Next point.
Cause them mugs is weird. I'm sorry, I
Oh
can't
my
do
gosh! Don't kill me.
it.
On to the next point. It's the order. Have y'all got your order graphic novels? Like, come on, get on that.
Get on it. Get
Right?
your
Like,
copy.
everything.
Get your copy.
Get your copy. Like, you guys gotta get on that. I've got my copy.
Listen, first of all,
Let's know.
I absolutely love that that people say get your. No. When you're trying to enlist people to get stuff, you have to say get your. You have to merge the two together. That's how you do it. You have to merge
It's so
the two.
True.
So you have to say get your copy. Get your copy.
Yes, and get your copy soon because they're doing a variation cover for the New York Comic Con. So they're gonna have a different cover that's launching soon. So get your cover.
Get your cover. Get your cover and get your copy.
You know? You gotta get that, okay? Get on that. And then I have one last news that I thought would be interesting to share. Have you ever had a wicked waffle and chicken with Psycho Red? Well, guess what? You'll get a chance to do that November 9th to the 11th. He's having a breakfast. So get your tickets there too.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets. What it includes. Let me tell you what it includes, okay? On Friday, November the 9th, 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. Okay, so it's brunch. It's not really breakfast. He's gonna have Southern Fried.
I'm about to say that's clearly brunch hours.
Oh god.
Southern Fried Chicken.
I'm sorry. Oh.
You know, I'm just gonna get to the point, okay?
Yes.
$85,
Wow.
$85. And y'all got $85. Go and spend it with Psycho Red, okay? He wants to meet you. He really does. He wants your money.
Some good chicken.
No, I can't.
So that is my final news for the evening. I thought you gotta get your chicken too, you know? You gotta
Get your
get
tickets.
your order. You gotta
Get your tickets. Get
And
your
we haven't
tickets.
seen Psycho Red in 20 years, so that is kind of special.
It is.
Yeah, you gotta get your tickets. You got that?
It is. It's a very special thing. If you missed him at Morphicon, this is your chance to see him again. So it's like supporting.
It's true, and he's support. He's pretty awesome. We had a great time meeting him. He gave us gum. So I really
because he really. I swear, I don't care what he says. He smelled either one of our breaths and was like, "Ooh, these bitches need some gum. Let me give them some gum." Like he claimed he was being nice. But he know doggone well he was like, "Ooh, these bitches' breath smell like hot ass gas. Let me give them some gum."
I strongly believe that. I'm like, no, this thing's our breath smells. He gave us gum. Like he was like, no, I need to like freshen these breaths up. These cats cannot be strolling this whole power Morphicon.
With their breath smelling like that. I said, "Oh,
no way."
I said, "Oh, okay." And he's talking about, and he was so genuine. He was so genuine and
Well,
sweet.
when he gave it to me, right? I was like, honey, I would take whatever you give me.
I can't. Moving on.
Well, honey, that is my Stranger Things for tonight. So.
Oh gosh, y'all straight up gave me a headache. Oh, that was such a good laugh. Okay. Lastly, I just have a few things to talk about. I know that I said that we weren't gonna talk about Ninja Steel. Sidebar for the people listening. This is something that I said that I wasn't going to cover because not all of us have been watching the show, for one. And two, we, for the most part, just decided we're just not going to talk about it because it's just, yeah. Nothing to say against the actual cast.
We love the cast.
We love the cast.
We do.
We love the cast.
Love the cast. Love.
You know, so I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm not watching it because the cast sucks or nothing like that. It's nothing like that. It's just we all haven't been watching it, and just honestly, the show just have not been up to par. So, I have decided that we are not covering it. Just being honest. But one of the things that I do want to introduce, I have been thinking about this as of recently. What we could do, and you guys could also send in your suggestions as well, listeners out there. But you can send in suggestions of like, what type of things you want us to cover as far as like us rating and talking and, giving our opinions on certain things. We can do that. But I just decided, you know what, I'm not going to do, I don't want us to cover Ninja Steel. I want us to wait until Beast Morphers comes out before we start doing reviewing. But I would love to review past seasons. I would love to, have debates about our favorite Rangers. Stuff like that. So if you have any suggestions, make sure you hit us up on our IG, Tribunal of the Grid. But yeah, or find us on social media. Exactly, hit us up, let us know, email us. Is our email address tribunalofthegrid@gmail.com? That is our email, right? I'm trying to remember.
Our Gmail account, we do have a Gmail account. It's actually linked to our Instagram. So you can just go to our Instagram page and just hit send an email, and you can send us an email. Or our Gmail account is tribunalofthegrid@gmail.com. For those of you who don't have social media.
There you go. Well, yes. So, who's dying?
Oh, that was me. I'm sorry. I thought I hit the mute button, but I hit the no camera button.
I mean, dying. But anywho, what are you guys expecting for for Beast Morphers? What do you think? What's your jush?
What are your thoughts? Tell us. Let us know. Hit us up.
No, I'm talking to y'all.
Oh. I'm nervous, honestly. It's another. I feel like for the last, 7 years, we are introduced to these casts. We follow them on social media. We see them making all these fun videos and stuff, and it looks like it's going to be so much fun. And then when the show starts, it's not fun. It's not their fault. It's whoever is directing them, instructing them to act in certain ways, who the writer's not giving really good content, So it's cool that Beast Morphers is going to be, a Hasbro season, but at the same time, it's still a Saban season as well. We talked about this before. It's kind of like what was it, Wild Force? That was half Saban, half Disney.
Yeah, Wild
So
Force.
yeah. So while Hasbro, they say that they have so many ideas for Power Rangers and they want to fully exploit it. So maybe they'll have a certain say in it. I'm hoping they'll have a good enough say to like change the direction that we've seen over the last few years. But at the same time, Saban is going to still be, having a part of it as well. So that's the part that gets me nervous. This cast, they look like they are going to be so much fun. And now we were introduced to 5 new people, this new diverse cast, interacting with the 3 that we have grown to know over the last month or so. It's I'm hopeful, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to get my hopes up because the last 7 years have been a hassle.
Don't want to be burned again.
Well, I have a different view on it. I feel like it could actually be a really good season, especially now that, yes, you're right. It is half Hasbro and it is half Saban, but at the same time, I feel that Hasbro has right now because it seems like everything that they've introduced has been under Hasbro's name, right? So I just feel like they may have the steering wheel at this point, and based on the trailer and based on what, kind of what we've gotten so far, it's been a really good vibe. So I'm hopeful that it could be a great season, and if it's anything like Go Busters, it would be a phenomenal season. So, or more phenomenal, as we love to say. So I have hope. I feel that it could be a great season, and I don't want this season or every season that shows up for us to constantly kind of think that it could be like the past, because the past is the past. So I'm hopeful that it could be a brand new season, one that stands on its own, that people don't constantly try to compare. And I totally get why people need to compare, and I get that, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, either the last few years have not been the greatest for us, but I'm hopeful. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm hopeful that this could be a great season. It's got a great cast. We've been loving the new main 3. Now we've got 5 more to get to know. So I'm very hopeful that this is gonna be phenomenal. More phenomenal. More phenomenal. So I have really high hopes. So hopefully, Hasbro, whoever, if you're listening, please give us what we want.
Well,
we're not kids anymore. We get that, but we still support it. We're still here. That's why we're doing this.
And kids aren't dumb. You don't have to give them.
We weren't that dumb when we watched it. No, we were not that dumb at all. We got it. We understood it.
Well,
make some worthwhile material.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the tea. Here's me. Here's me. Okay, here's me. As I shake my dreads, because I done, took out this ponytail.
I was actually imagining that too.
Here's me, but no, here's the deal. I'm kind of between the both of you, honestly. I can see both sides. I actually agree with both sides. While I do want to remain hopeful, hope for the world, hope for the world.
Yes.
While I do want to, remain hopeful.
I see us on the ship selling towards that.
Right? Right, with my dreads just blowing in the wind like Tanya hair was on the movie, just blowing.
Yes!
But But nah, like, I am hopeful. I am hopeful. However, on the same token, I'm just tired of having my feelings hurt. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I'm just kind of tired of just
yeah.
seeing, these seasons and seeing these 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 amazing actors, these great actors come in and they have so much life on social media. They put up all these really cool videos of them doing X, Y, and Z, and you see such great personality, and you see this, that, and the third, and then all of a sudden, randomness. Like they become the characters that they play are nothing close to who they are as people. It's like they are like lobotomized in a way. And it's hurtful. It's hurtful, and I'm just tired of being hurt. I'm tired of having my feelings hurt. I'm just tired of like literally just being like, okay, I'm ready to see this show. The only one that did not disappoint me for the whole season that had me like, ooh, this might actually be really good was Dino Charge. And then Super Dino Charge happened. And I'm like, oh God. So I don't know, like I guess for me, I'm just like I guess, like I said, I'm between the both of you. I kind of want to see. I want to see the show do well. I want the actors to do well, but realize that you can do cool stuff that will not just have kids excited, but will have the adults excited too. But you have to find that middle ground and go with it. And I think that leaving Saban and letting Hasbro kind of take the wheels, kind of have more of the lead on it. I think that might actually be in Power Rangers' best favor. Even though Saban is going to have their hands somewhat in it, still, I do think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Let's hope anyway. Let's hope. Once again,
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Hope for the world. But I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Any final thoughts or anything?
No.
No.
That's a good question.
Well, I mean,
that's a good question. What do I want to say? The mic is on us now.
Right? But no, I mean, like, I guess, like, with that, we can leave it at that, fans.
No, and I agree, because, like, all we can do is wait now, and literally February's not that far away. So, if they give us what Go Buster is like has launched, that would be incredible. Incredible.
We shall see. We shall see. But
patient is a virtue, they say.
We've been patient for 8 years.
Seriously, right? God, that's like an entire decade of our lives.
I feel like almost a decade of my life.
Oh my God, every year just waiting for something good, and
every year is a major letdown.
I'm sorry, but
oh my God, Dino Charge was such a tease. That was not right.
It wasn't. It wasn't. You know what Dino Charge reminded me of? Dino Charge reminded me of like that guy who like was trying to get with me and was trying to like get me to sleep with him, and I'm just like, oh yeah, you don't get it, you good, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be, we gonna hang out, whatever, we gonna chill. And then Super Dino Charge was when like we actually hanging out and like I'm actually at his place, and then when he tried to make his move, I'm like, nah, I can't, and I get up and leave. and just leave him all frustrated and all upset. And then he ready to call and curse me out and bash me all over social media. That's how that was. That's literally how that was. Like, the fans were the guy. Like,
yeah.
you
Seriously.
know, because that finale was just like, who did it and why? Like, why did you do that?
Oh my god, I can't think of the finale now. 25 years, basically, just out that window, just gone.
I mean, to be truthfully honest, I'm just gonna keep it 100. We literally spent almost a decade of just waiting for something better.
We have. We really have, and we're not getting any younger.
We literally spent a decade of just like waiting. Is this gonna be good?
Like,
no. Is this
right?
gonna be good?
Like,
no.
perfect. Oh my gosh, no.
Is this gonna be good?
No.
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 And then like, oh, but don't forget how they hyped us and how they kept tricking us. Because remember, when they brought the show back and with Samurai, I remember the vice president. What's his name? The vice president. I forget his name at the time. He was like, oh, the show is gonna bring back the comedy. It's gonna bring back the fun. It's gonna be exciting, and we got Samurai. We got a white guy who was supposed to be Asian. Because totally Jaden's last name was Shiba. You know, and then Megaforce came, which will be the 25th anniversary. Worst finale ever. Dino Charge completely changed the timeline altogether, so much so that they had to put it into its own separate universe. And now we got non-existent Ninja Steel. So it's like, we just could not catch a break for the past 8 years. So, yeah. But with that being said, I am going to go ahead and conclude this episode. Anybody has anything else to say?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, with that being said, I want to thank everybody for listening. And
thank you very much.
Okay, and
and we actually hope you enjoy this episode, because if you do, let us know so we know what we're doing is exactly what you want from us, because we just want to be 100% and have this conversation with everyone.
I wanted to say we want to satisfy you, but then that sounds...
Yes! Yes! We just want to satisfy you. Yes! Oh, sexual innuendos. Gotta love them. But anywho, once again, my name is Brandon.
My name is Lena.
My name is Will.
And this has been a lovely production of Tribunal of the Grid. Have a wonderful night, and it's morphin' time. A few notes before we start, because my head is itching and I need to wash these dreads. That has nothing to do with y'all. But plus I need to get on the phone and cake bake. Ow! But no.
Dang, you need to do what now?
I said I need to get on the phone and cake bake, but it has nothing to do with y'all either.
What the hell? I don't know.
What you talking about?
I don't know what that is.
What you talking about? You don't know what that is?
I don't know what that is either.
Cake bake? You talking about cake baking?
Cake baking. What the hell is that?
Oh my God! You never heard of cake baking?
No.
I live in a shelter world.
What the fuck? Oh my God! Cake baking is like cake and flirting.
Oh.
Oh, I just say flirting.
I've heard the term caking before, but
I'm about to say, I know you fucking lying, Will. I know you fucking lying. I'm about to say, don't try to play me like I'm making this shit up. I know you heard of caking.
Well, it's been a while since I've heard that term, actually.
I love Reddit knows that I wouldn't know, but you would have to know.
No, because I'm like, this is definitely like, especially a Black American thing. Like, I know Will has heard of caking. Like, I'm just like, I know.
I've heard it in like music before, but it's been a really long time. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody use it in conversation.
Don't play me. You hush. Don't you play me, Will.